the coup affect enormously us. I mean, me as a person and a family and society, in the sense that very soon we realized, almost immediately in the same day, that we lost every sense of human right. You see, the legal system, it was completely disempowered or co-opted, because I think the Supreme Court joined the military on the date of the military coup. So that's why we call a military civilian dictatorship, because both the civilians and the military were together in this. And the same day of the coup, they came to my flat, for example, and they destroyed everything. Luckily, I wasn't there. I saw when I came back, and it was completely destroyed. My books were destroyed, broken in pieces inside, and everything destroyed in the flat where I live. And there, immediately with the prosecution. And you can see around us that people were being tortured and being killed, and some disappeared. So it was absolutely, in a way, chaos from the point of view of humanity. We didn't have anymore nobody to protect us. You see, something for us, it was very important to have a legal system. This disappeared, and in the sense it was remained there, but it was protecting the military. My professional work, I work with Chile films. The idea we have inside this organization a group of people working into providing education, visual education to people which never have opportunity to even to see film. You see, and then we didn't have television. Television was very limited to an elite. So the people in the shanty towns and factories and so on, they didn't have access to cinema. So we brought to them these films which were from different parts of the world, from Britain, from Scotland, from Europe and France or wherever. So that was my job, pass education to people and knowledge and so on. Obviously, I immediately I lost my work. I just started being persecuted and become an enemy of the military. The day after the military coup, the Supreme Court passed a kind of law recognizing the military and accepting that all the rules which the military are putting on the country were illegal. And they knew that it was illegal in law. You know, they know that it was all the different issues which the military were put in there. It was illegal. For example, they closed the parliament. They dissolved the parliament. It was closed down and dissolved. The media it was completely closed down, except one paper, which was the Mercurio, which was supportive of the military coup. And the idea was to persecute anyone who raised the voice against this kind of laws and so on. And you can see clearly that the legal system, it was transformed from the one who it was taking care from the collective society to protect, I would say, a military a system which you want only to, in a way, to protect this kind of activists were against humanity. Chile, in other words, became to be a concentration camp. I would say a sense of humanity was taken away. You give the green light to the military to do whatever they want. You see, and when I was, in my case personally, it was obvious. After 9 months in being detained in torture center, I was just they recognized I was in detention. You see, after 9 months, and meantime I was tortured in a place after place after place. And luckily, I managed to inform outside that where I was. That in a way allowed me to remain alive, because if not, I will be died, like many other people.
So you weren't afforded a trial before being detained?
After that, when I put in a concentration camp, they start the procedures for a trial. But obviously, it was nothing they can accuse me, because I haven't committed any crime under under democratic government, even in the undemocratic government. So it was nothing. So the only thing they can do it after that to keep me in a concentration camp and to expel me the country. I was expelled up to Chile in 1974. In 75, I was expelled to Panama as an exile. And immediately you lose all the right to remain a Chilean, because I couldn't, when you expel, which clearly that I couldn't go back to Chile. I lost my nationality. See, and that is what happened to many people. A journalist, it couldn't be purely because you are interviewing me now, you can be put in prison. Purely just that, nothing else. And people who are doctors, teachers, professors in university, and scientists, and so on, whatever, and just people who was mothers, which or fathers, whatever. It was a blind brutality. A persecution against anyone who just even express an idea which someone think it could be anti-military or anti the system they were in. I think they need to go back to history to understand why the Magna Carta it was in place or was put in place. I think the condition of that is hard saying today. I think for example, today you can be detained anywhere in the world and transferred across across countries with no protection whatsoever. So habeas corpus, which is part of the Magna Carta, is there and should be there, and the young people should be protected for that, because actually it will depend. It's their own protection too. Them and the future generations. It's not just about me. It's not about you. It's about the future. You see, 800 years after, you see the importance of Magna Carta, and should be the same in 1,000 years, the same importance. And I think for me, the young people have a fundamental role. For me, it's just the future is there in their hands. I think in reality, I think there is a generation gap there. See, I think in this generation today, I would say don't care. Don't care what happened in the world. I've become a generation of a group of people who are more interested in what they can acquire for their own personal gains, but not in societal terms. And that's what happened in the past too. In the 1960s, 70s, it was a lot of hope, because the young people were interested in to transform the world, to protect the people who are suffering. I think the future in the future time will be the same. The young people in the future are going to be the people of today. You see, they can make the difference, and incredible. I mean, I've been in touch with a lot of young people in the last few years. Studying now in Birkbeck, and most of the students are young people, very young. And you can see that they are interested I'm very interested in human rights and protecting humanity in the wider sense. You see, in Chile, for example, what in a way, you see, we Chile have its Magna Carta. It was adopted immediately when Chile became independent. But one day, a group of civilians and engineers, they decide it's no more. You know, they talk away the validity of this document. And what happened? People disappeared, people were killed. And more than that, actually, the worst of it is that people even were starved to death. People, they tell, you see, it was, for example, in Chile, this, the economic side. You see, for example, there were people forced to work 12 hours and 16 hours a day for a salary or a tenth of the salary. And for example, the salary only allowed you to get a piece of bread and the ticket, on the bus ticket, to go to work. That is the only, you see, what this salary was allowed that. So, and to whom are you going to complain? If you complain, they shoot you. You see how important it was the legal system and the Magna Carta in that sense. You see, and that it was incredible. You see, we tend to see and to think only people who are put in prison are suffering. No, also the people who are left outside, which were forced to in a way to work and to put up with a system which is inhumane.